These Skize videos are about you, me, and the challenges of everyday life. Join my colleagues and I as we talk about various topics. In the last episode, we talked to women about listening to their instincts. And I don't know about you, but one of my questions, and I'm going to ask Benjamin from These Skize and Catherine, do men have instincts? Do men date a girl and feel, something is wrong here?
Yes, men do have instinct, but that's not the word we use. That's not the basic thing.
What word do you use?
Voice of reason. For men, it's all about, because we are so visually stimulated. When a lady has really enamored a man and amazed him, and he's fantasizing, there's another voice within him. When the emotions are down, reasoning comes up. Can this lady take me where I'm going? What if? But because the dopamine, when dopamine is firing, sometimes you feel so obsessed by the purpose. So for men, the equivalent of instinct is voice of reason. Sometimes it's within him, sometimes it's just a brother, another guy who challenge, hey guy, that's not like you. Are you sure about it? When a man begins to disobey that voice of reason, the first sign is he detaches from those people who call him to the voice of reason. Yeah, that's the first sign that he even knows he's going wrong.
So they actually hear that they can feel something is wrong. Maybe, let me not say feel because you're running away from the word feel. Your testosterone is saying, no, we're not feeling. So you actually do have a voice of reason and it tells you this girl is a bad girl, but you still want to date her. I like something you said, it's because of her looks, mainly. Yeah. So looks are that important?
Looks are important. Men are so visually stimulated that majority of men, looks will be part of what they liked. Then you go to specific personality types. There are personality types that are like where I come from, intellect is big. So a brilliant girl is amazing. Even when something else is telling me, this is off, it might not go long term like that. Men are basically calculators. They calculate, can I handle this? Once the answer is yes, it will be very difficult to stop him. Even if the mother was wrong. He miscalculated something. There are things he doesn't know about the girl. There are things that he knows that this is a wrong association, but because of if he is already into the girl, it's not so much of, for a woman it's instinct, something that has not reasoned. For women, they can't put a finger why they are hesitating.
That's true.
They can't quite put a finger. I ask them, no, I knew. Or if it was the instinct also confirms, this is good. This is good.
Yeah.
And many times it turned out to have been right.
Yeah.
If a man knew something was good, they will give you a reason.
Wow. Catherine, what do you think?
As women, we have that deep sense of instinct that tells us something is not right, which is so different from men. And that's why many times women will get it right when they know that something was not right. They cannot put a finger to it, but they can tell there's something that's not right with that person. And I guess that's why we are different. You've talked about personalities. We are made differently. Men and women are so different. And that's why women will use instinct while men will use that voice of reason. But at the end of the day, it's still a voice of reason for both.
Have you met a guy, and I know you have, that married the wrong woman, and he knew he married the wrong woman, and here he is stuck with her? Tell us about that. What do you think?
I have met quite a number, and I remember one man telling me that the reason he married this woman was because, one, she got pregnant, and because he didn't want to disappoint his family. He decided, let me marry her. But all along, he knew there was something not right because they were not made for each other. And the reason why he felt that was her values were totally different from his values. He wanted a woman who they could sit together, take time and discuss family issues together. That did not happen. And so this man knew he had married the wrong woman.
I think there's nothing as bad as knowing. You know that not know, that knowing you married the wrong woman. And this reminds me of a guy I was talking to the other day. And he tells me, like you said, I married her because she was pregnant. I know another guy who told me I married her because she was hot. And the boys gave me approval. But now we have nothing to talk about. And you know, when we are dating, it is passion. It's exciting.
Right.
Woo! You know?
That's true.
But then we don't realize that passion and intimacy are two different things. That intimacy is actually built through conversation. You know, and as we talk and become deep, that's how we build a lasting relationship. Yeah. But you know, when we start physically, when we start a relationship with sex, we assume we are deep. We assume we are intimate. We assume we are clicking. Only after the baby is born, you wake up, you're like, the hell? What did I do? Who did I marry? And I want you to talk to guys because, yeah, that's your crew. And you guys go and marry a chick because she's hot or she's pregnant. What do you tell a guy?
The one thing I can tell men is values. Values will last you longer. When you share values with
What are values? That's what we know.
a value is what you hold as important. The things that you prioritize in life. There are men who prioritize work, that who prioritize faith. Faith is so important, that family is so important in their lives. But if this girl prioritizes other things, or your careers, the thing you value in your career world is so discordant that she's headed this way, you're headed this way, don't ignore that. Many times I've met ladies, I wished to marry them. Oh, they look so good, I just imagine being them, it would be wonderful. But
And
when I
then,
got back to my
Benjamin.
reasoning,
Come on, throw us a bone.
I saw that her path is headed this way, mine is headed this way. Even if we join, there will be tension throughout our relationship.
Yeah.
She's headed the other way. I tell men, look at the direction of the values, direction of your life and values. Do they agree with that of this girl? Unfortunately, bad news is that the girl you find whom you basically agree with and you can marry, she will not be the prettiest you ever met. That's a little bit disappointing because I hoped to marry the hottest I meet. But I come to realize, the hottest, sometimes our lives are not headed the same direction. Yeah.
What did you like to say, Catherine? What are your final thoughts to men as they choose a spouse?
Any young man who wants to get married, I would like to tell them, marry a woman who has values. And what does that mean? Marry a woman who you want to carry your name. A woman who you want to raise your children to be great men and women in this society. Marry a woman who you want to bequeath your property. Marry a great woman, and there are great women out there. So listen to your instincts, because marrying the wrong woman will cause you a lot of agony in your life.
So guys, there you have it. I think there's nothing as bad as marrying the wrong woman and knowing she's wrong for you and feeling like you're stuck with her. So do obey your instincts, do obey your voice of reason, as Benjamin puts it, and marry well, because good marriages are a good thing and bad marriages are as bad as hell. See you next time, Wanisikize. God bless.